The courtroom erupted in gasps as the prosecutor slammed a photo onto the projector screen. Ethan Harper, 28, his face twisted in what looked like rage, pinning his cousin, Jordan Reed, against a wall in a dimly lit alley. "This is assault, pure and simple," the prosecutor thundered, pointing at the image that sealed Ethan's fate in the eyes of the jury. But as the trial unfolded, a hidden security camera footage surfaced, revealing not violence, but a desperate, forbidden kiss that shattered families and exposed secrets long buried in the conservative heart of suburban America. Ethan had always known he was different. Growing up in the quiet town of Willow Creek, Virginia, where church bells rang every Sunday and backyard barbecues reinforced the American dream of nuclear families, he learned early to hide his truth. His parents, devout Baptists, preached love but practiced judgment. His father, a retired military man, often ranted about the decay of moral values over dinner. Ethan excelled at playing the part star quarterback in high school, engineering degree from Virginia Tech, steady job at a tech firm in Richmond. But inside, the weight of his sexuality pressed like a vice, especially when Jordan, his cousin from the other side of the family, moved in next door after college. Jordan was everything Ethan wasn't allowed to be. Openly charismatic, with a laugh that filled rooms and eyes that sparkled with unfiltered joy. At 26, he worked as a graphic designer, flitting between freelance gigs and art shows, his life a canvas of freedom Ethan envied. They had been close since childhood summers at their grandparents' farm, sharing secrets under starlit skies. But as adults, their bond deepened in ways Ethan couldn't ignore. Late-night talks on the porch turned into lingering touches, stolen glances that carried the electricity of unspoken desire. Ethan fought it, God, how he fought it, reminding himself of the family ties, the blood relation that made any attraction a sin in the eyes of their kin. The trouble started at the annual family reunion last summer. Aunt Clara, Jordan's mother and Ethan's father's sister, hosted it at her sprawling estate on the outskirts of town. The air buzzed with laughter, the smell of grilled burgers, and the undercurrent of old grudges. Ethan arrived late, his mind foggy from a brutal work week, only to find Jordan in the backyard, arguing heatedly with his girlfriend, Mia. She stormed off, leaving Jordan slumped on a bench, nursing a beer. Ethan approached, his heart pounding in a way it shouldn't for a cousin. "Hey man, you okay?" he asked, sitting too close. Jordan looked up, his eyes red-rimmed. "She thinks I'm cheating. Says I'm distant, like my heart's not in it." He laughed bitterly. Maybe she's right. The confession hung between them, heavy with implication. Ethan wanted to pull away, but instead, he placed a hand on Jordan's shoulder, feeling the warmth seep through his shirt. They talked for hours, the party fading into background noise. As night fell, Jordan leaned in, his breath mingling with Ethan's. "What if we're both running from the same thing?" he whispered. Ethan's world tilted. He jerked back, panic flooding his veins. "We can't, Jordan, we're family." But the seed was planted, and over the next weeks, their interactions shifted. Texts turned flirtatious, meetings secretive. Ethan rationalized it. Curiosity, nothing more. Yet each encounter chipped at his resolve, exposing the raw ache of denial. He confided in no one, the isolation gnawing at him like a persistent wound. Then came the alley incident. It was a Friday night in downtown Richmond. Ethan had agreed to meet Jordan at a bar, ostensibly to discuss family matters. But alcohol loosened tongues, and soon they were outside, away from prying eyes. Jordan confessed fully, "I'm gay, Ethan, and I think you are too. This us, it's real." Ethan, terrified, grabbed Jordan's arms, not in aggression, but desperation. "You don't know what you're saying. This could destroy everything." Their faces inches apart. The kiss happened, a momentary surrender that tasted of freedom and fear. Unbeknownst to them, Mia had followed Jordan, snapping a photo from afar. Distorted by angle and shadow, it looked like assault. She went to the police, claiming Ethan had attacked her boyfriend out of jealousy or rage. The accusation spread like wildfire through the family. Ethan's parents disowned him on the spot, his father shouting, "You've shamed us all!" Jordan, caught in the crossfire, initially denied the romantic angle to protect Ethan, but the lie only deepened the rift. As the trial loomed, Ethan sat in his empty apartment, staring at the walls. The once familiar space now felt like a prison. He replayed every decision. The hidden glances, the suppressed feelings, the choice to meet that night. Was it worth it? The question haunted him, a prelude to the storm ahead. Society's gaze, sharp as knives, awaited. The arraignment was a blur of flashing cameras and whispered judgments. Ethan stood in the courtroom, his suit ill-fitting from weight loss, as the judge read the charges. Assault with intent to harm. Bail was set high, but a colleague posted it, pity in her eyes. Outside, reporters swarmed. "Mr. Harper, is this a hate crime? Family feud gone wrong?" He pushed through, silent, the weight of the world on his shoulders. Back home, isolation set in. Friends distanced themselves, whispers of pervert echoing in his mind. His boss placed him on leave, citing distractions. Ethan spent days pacing, dissecting his life. Why hadn't he come out sooner? Fear of rejection, of losing the facade of normalcy. In Willow Creek, being gay meant exile. Churches preached conversion therapy. Families shunned sinners. Ethan's internal conflict raged. Love versus duty, self versus society. Jordan called incessantly, but Ethan ignored him at first. When he finally answered, Jordan's voice cracked. "I'm sorry." Mia twisted everything. "I tried to stop her." Ethan snapped. "You let her. You could have told the truth." Silence stretched. "The truth? That we're in love? Our families would kill us." The word love hung, undeniable. They met secretly in a motel outside town, the air thick with tension. "I can't do this," Ethan said, sitting on the edge of the bed. Jordan knelt before him. "We have to fight." The camera in that alley, it caught everything. Ethan's eyes widened. "What camera?" Jordan explained. "A nearby store's security system." He had contacted the owner, who agreed to provide footage if subpoenaed. Hope flickered, but so did doubt. Revealing the kiss meant outing themselves, inviting more scorn. The family fallout intensified. Aunt Clara confronted Ethan at his parents' house. "How could you attack my son? Your blood." Ethan's mother wept. "We raised you better." His father, stone-faced, said, "Get out." Banished, Ethan crashed with a distant friend in Richmond, the betrayal stinging. Jordan faced similar wrath. Mia, fueled by hurt, spread rumors online, painting Ethan as a predator. Ethan's therapist, whom he started seeing covertly, probed gently. "Why hide your sexuality?" Ethan confessed. Childhood memories of his uncle being disowned for being gay, the family's silence like a grave. "I thought I could outrun it." Sessions unearthed layers. Self-loathing, the moral dilemma of loving a cousin. Incest taboos clashed with genuine affection. Society deemed it wrong, but their bond felt pure. As pretrial motions began, Ethan's lawyer, a sharp woman named Lisa, reviewed the photo. "This is circumstantial. We need that footage." Subpoena in hand, they obtained it. Watching in her office, Ethan's stomach churned. The grab, the kiss, the pull away. "This proves consent," Lisa said. "But it outs you both." Ethan nodded, the decision a knife's edge. Air it and freedom. Hide it and prison. Jordan wavered. "My career, clients are conservative. And Mom, she'd never forgive." Their argument escalated in the motel. "So you'd let me rot?" Ethan yelled. Jordan tore up. "No, but think of the cost." They parted angry, the rift widening. Ethan alone pondered the ethics. Sacrifice self for love, or protect the other at personal ruin. Social pressure mounted. Online forums debated. Cousin assault? Disgusting. Some defended. Wait for facts. Ethan read them obsessively, the anonymity a cruel mirror to his turmoil. A support group for LGBTQ+ in crisis beckoned, but shame kept him away. One night, drunk, he texted Jordan, "Is this worth destroying us?" No reply came. The hearing approached. Lisa urged, "Decide, truth or plea deal." Ethan lay awake, visions of jail versus exposure. The choice loomed, a pivot point in his fractured life. The pretrial hearing packed the courtroom with family, media, and curious locals. Ethan sat rigid, Jordan across the aisle, avoiding eye contact. Mia testified first, tearful. "I saw Ethan attack him." Jordan was scared. Cross-examination poked holes. "You followed them?" "Jealousy, perhaps." Mia flushed but held firm. Then the footage. Lisa played it, the room hushed. The grab looked rough, but the kiss, tender, mutual, elicited murmurs. The prosecutor objected. "Irrelevant to assault." Judge overruled. "Goes to intent." As it ended, Ethan's parents gasped. Aunt Clara stormed out. Jordan buried his face in hands. Post-hearing chaos. Reporters hounded. "Gay affair with your cousin? Incest." Ethan fled to his car, hyperventilating. Calls flooded. Condemnation from relatives. Tentative support from strangers. His boss fired him via email. Company image. Broken. Ethan moved to a cheap apartment in the city, cutting ties. Jordan showed up unannounced. "We need to talk." Inside, emotions boiled. "You outed us." Jordan accused. Ethan retorted. "To save myself. You could have stopped Mia." Tears flowed. "I loved her once. But it was you. Always you." They embraced, the first honest moment since the alley. But reality intruded. "What now?" "Families hate us." The rift with kin deepened. Ethan's father sent a letter. "You're dead to us. Seek help." Therapy intensified, exploring incest stigma. "Society views it as abuse," the therapist said. "But consensual adults? Gray area." Ethan grappled. Was their love wrong? Blood ties distant, first cousins, but taboo strong. Social backlash hit Jordan harder. Clients dropped him. Online trolls doxed. Threats poured in. He considered moving, but stayed for Ethan. Their relationship, now public, faced scrutiny. Dates were tense, paranoia of judgment. One evening in a park, a man sneered, "Freaks." Ethan clenched fists, but Jordan pulled him away. "Don't give them power." Internal conflicts peaked. Ethan questioned, "Are we deluding ourselves?" This started as family love. Jordan admitted doubts. "Sometimes I wonder if it's just rebellion." They argued, separating for days. Ethan wandered Richmond streets, reflecting on choices. Coming out meant freedom, but at what price? Lost job, family, stability. Reconciliation came via a midnight call. Jordan, "I can't lose you." They met, vowing to fight. But Mia, vengeful, sued for emotional distress, claiming deception. The new case forced reevaluation. Testify together, expose more? Community divided. LGBTQ plus groups rallied. Love is love. Conservatives condemned. Moral decay. Ethan attended a support meeting, sharing his story. Empathy flowed, easing isolation. Yet guilt lingered. Had he dragged Jordan down? As trial neared, evidence mounted. Witnesses from the bar confirmed no aggression. But the kiss became the focal point. Ethics debated in media. Ethan pondered the cost. Personal ruin for authenticity? The trial opened with a bang. Prosecutor painted Ethan as unstable. Jealous rage over his cousin's life. Defense countered. Misunderstood affection. Jordan testified reluctantly, voice steady. "It wasn't assault. We kissed consensually." Gasps rippled. Cross-exam. "Your cousins. Isn't that wrong?" Jordan, "Love doesn't follow rules." Ethan took the stand, heart racing. "I've hidden my sexuality forever." That night, fear made me grab him to stop, but then, surrender. Tears fell. "I regret the pain, but not the truth." Prosecutor grilled. "You betrayed family trust." Ethan, "Hiding betrayed myself." Verdict, "Not guilty." Cheers from supporters, boos from opposers. Outside, Ethan and Jordan hugged, cameras flashing. Freedom tasted bittersweet. Families severed ties permanently. Ethan's mother called once, sobbing, "Why?" He hung up the final cut. Post-trial, they moved in together, a small act of defiance. But society clawed back. Job hunts failed, background checks revealed the scandal. Jordan's art suffered, inspiration dried by stress. Nights brought arguments. "This is your fault." Blame shifted, love strained. Moral quandaries haunted. Friends questioned. Cousins? Really? Ethan defended. Genetics say low risk, but ethics? Research showed varying laws. Some states banned cousin marriage, others not. Virginia allowed it, but stigma persisted. Internal debate. Right or wrong? The choice to pursue felt like a gamble on happiness versus convention. Betrayals emerged. A friend leaked private texts to tabloids, twisting words. Public outrage renewed. They considered therapy together, unpacking trauma. "We traded secrecy for scrutiny," the counselor noted. Ethan nodded, realizing the price. Anonymity for authenticity. Awakening dawned slowly. Ethan volunteered at LGBTQ+ centers, helping others navigate coming out. Purpose filled the void. Jordan's art rebounded. Themes of forbidden love drawing acclaim. Yet damage lingered, health issues from stress. Ethan developed anxiety attacks. Family attempts at reconciliation faltered. Aunt Clara reached out. For Jordan's sake. Meeting tense. Accusations flew. "You corrupted him." Ethan stood firm. "He chose me." No mending but closure. As months passed, their bond strengthened amid adversity. Decisions defined them. To love openly, pay the toll. But whispers of doubt remained. Was the sacrifice justified? A year later, normalcy teased. Ethan landed a remote job in software. Jordan's designs went viral in progressive circles. They relocated to progressive Arlington, escaping Willow Creek's ghosts. But past shadowed. Anonymous hate mail, online harassment. Deeper conflicts surfaced. Ethan craved stability, marriage, kids via adoption. Jordan hesitated. With our history, society won't accept. Debates raged. Defy norms or conform? Ethan's moral compass wavered. Loving Jordan felt right, but societal rejection eroded confidence. A bombshell. Mia contacted Jordan, apologizing. "I was hurt, blind." Meeting her, closure for him, but Ethan felt betrayed. "You went without telling?" Trust cracked. Argument escalated. "You're still attached." Jordan denied, but seeds of doubt sprouted. Family drama reignited. Ethan's father suffered a heart attack. Hospital visit awkward. "Son," he wheezed. "I was wrong. Partly." Partial acceptance stung. Conditional on discretion. Ethan refused. All or nothing. Walking away, liberation mixed with grief. Social awakening broadened. They joined protests for LGBTQ+ rights, voices amplified by their story. Media interviews humanized. "We're just two people in love." Backlash followed, death threats requiring protection. The price? Safety for visibility. Personal toll mounted. Ethan hit rock bottom during a panic attack. Hospitalized. Jordan by his side. "We'll get through." Therapy revealed codependency. Their love born of shared secrets, now tested by exposure. Reconciliation attempts with family failed again. Aunt Clara disinvited them from holidays. Jordan mourned. "Lost everyone for you." Ethan, was it worth it? The question echoed, decisions weight-crushing. Yet moments of joy, quiet dinners, travels. Love endured, but scarred. Ethan pondered ethics anew. Had they chosen selfishly? Society's mirror reflected controversy. 2 years on, scars faded but lingered. Ethan and Jordan built a life, engaged, planning a small ceremony despite legal hurdles for cousins in some views. Careers stabilized. Ethan started a consulting firm. Jordan exhibited nationally. But awakening came full circle. A documentary on their case aired, sparking debates. Love or taboo? They watched, mixed emotions. Public opinion shifted slightly. More acceptance, but division remained. Final confrontations. Ethan's parents visited. Tearful reunion. We miss you. Admissions of prejudice. Forgiveness tentative. Bridges mended slowly. Aunt Clara followed, apologies flowing. Healing began, but not without cost, years lost. Reflecting, Ethan wrote a memoir, detailing struggles. Internal wars, societal pressures, moral dilemmas. Sales modest, but impact profound. Letters from struggling youth. You gave me hope. Their love, tested by fire, emerged stronger. Decisions prices paid. Isolation, pain, but gained authenticity, purpose. Yet, in quiet moments, doubt whispered. Had they chosen right? Was sacrificing family bonds for personal love ultimately selfish, or a necessary act of self-preservation?